Salve a tutti amici e ben ritrovati, io sono Emir Terry e siamo qui per un nuovo episodio di NBA 2K19. In questo mare di folla vi descrivo un po' come è andata i playoff della prima fase. Noi, come prevedibile, abbiamo battuto i Washington e ho preferito non mostrarvi tutte le partite in quanto c'è il rischio che poteva un po' annoiare. Come vedete a tabellone abbiamo battuto i Washington 4-0 e ora andiamo a affrontare gli Indiana Pacers, che è di Oladipo, che hanno battuto i Milwaukee di Gianni Antetokounmpo per 4-1. Dall'altra parte, nell'altra semifinale di conference, abbiamo Toronto che ha battuto i Philadelphia per 4-2 e Boston che ha battuto Atlanta per 4-3. A ovest abbiamo invece da una parte Golden State che ha battuto i Nuggets contro San Antonio Spurs che ha battuto i Minnesota per 4-2. Poi abbiamo Houston Rockets che ha battuto per 4-3 i Lakers di LeBron, quindi abbiamo già un nemico in meno. Che affronteranno gli Oklahoma City Thunder di Westbrook e di Paul George, che hanno eliminato per ben 4-1 gli Utah Jazz. Come dire, è stato già un inizio molto promettente. Come potete vedere, Emir Terry già è una media circa di 40 punti, visto che ho già giocato anche due gare, anzi no, solo una. Sì, ho già giocato due gare contro i Pacers, vincendo 2-0 in casa. Ora va a affrontare la terza gara fuori casa. Già da lì la difficoltà deve aumentare, in quanto giocando fuori casa e la squadra avversaria tenterà di fare molto più di noi. Ma noi siamo Chicago Bulls, puntiamo al titolo dopo anni, dopo l'avvento di Michael, dopo la stagione di Michael Jordan, in cui vinsero 6 titoli indecisi 3 volte consecutivamente. Ma ora bando alle ciance e andiamo a giocare contro i Pacers.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Checking out the Pacers, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And this team already in a 2-game hole, a position they were trying to avoid. Kenny, talk about the pressure they have to be feeling tonight.
Well, ideally, they would like to split these first 2 games. That would be ideal.
Or win the first 2.
Oh, if you win 2, that'd be
ideal.
No. Ideal would be split.
No, ideal would be winning those first 2.
No, that would be incredible if you win the first 2. What do you think, sir?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Ideally,
rather than losing the first 2 games, ideally you would win those first 2 games. Not ideally you would split those first 2 games.
So that's your idea.
In questo primo intervento dei telepresentatori si diceva come alla fine le stelle sono sempre noi, Emir Terry e Oladipo per i Pacers, e questo 2-0 potrebbe essere, questa partita potrebbe essere molto significativa, perché se si vince questa si ha un passo già in finale di conference e non sarebbe già male come primo anno.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Indiana Pacers, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Bulls. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hurley. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Stevens.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball in the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write that?
It was 3 years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake to it.
On a New York Times bestseller for multiple weeks.
Number one. Yeah, it was great. And it taught me that I knew people love basketball, and I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I could tell with the book. People like it.
It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Indiana Pacers. Look at Indiana. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first 2 on the road, but now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. And it's Terry in at the small forward position. Now here's Turner. Pass to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You know, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I've been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were? And what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming. Summer 2016, we knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing in Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
Here's Turner. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Sabonis hits to Oladipo. Allison feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Sabonis. Second chance shot. At the top of the key, Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
Well, you watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and his character was so decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president, they can criticize their team, they can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and signal their fans on the writer.
Now here's Turner after the miss from Terry. Here's Bogdanovich. Sabonis. Got it. Good job on the right post.
A terrific offensive rebounder.
here he is doing it again.
The Bulls leading by 5. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now, and I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, some of Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation that came up and became vets and really knew how to talk first, knew how to handle their business. Now these new guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. You had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old giving, like, you know, long interviews to reporters. It's how you doing this.
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's
impressive.
already good at being a bad interview. Like, he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19.
Unbelievable. Basket counts.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Thaddeus Young came into the league viewed as a tweener with Philadelphia, but now I think he's probably using that mark as an advantage to his game.
Yeah, because
Bulls have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And so Collison will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
You know what? They were awful offensively. Labored to score on any level.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Valentine out there with Levine, and it's Terry in at the 3, the small forward. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers was terrific. He had 43 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Hey, Bill, the do-it-all point guard, Darren Collison, very much a leader on his team. Talk about his importance to this club, both on the floor and off.
he had a pretty good season last year. Darren Collison was always one of those point guards that, if he was your starting point guard, you're always trying to, you're on the trade machine looking for other point guards.
Yes.
Oh, here's the spot we can upgrade. And I think he's played for every team in the league twice at this point. He's just bounced around. But last year he was important for them. And, you know, he does some things. He knows how to run a team. I think ideally on a great team, he's coming off the bench.
Right side, Terry. Pacers with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. The Bulls have gone 7-9 and their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Back to Terry. Passes it to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Terry. Terry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
And Turner kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Oladipo. Domantas Sabonis, the son of the legendary Arvydas Sabonis. Bill, you saw Arvydas play. I was impressed with his game and called a lot of his games When you think back to the time that the elder Sabonis was in the game, what do you remember?
Not much. I mean, we saw Sabonis at the end of his career, the equivalent of seeing like Dwayne Wade on the Miami last year or something. Sabonis in the 80s, by all accounts, was the most talented center, maybe other than Bill Walton, that we've seen for all-around centers. I still think
quite a statement.
Yeah, I think Kareem, just for physical skills and the stuff he brought to the table, is still number one. The skyhook is the greatest shot of all time. But Sabonis was like, could shoot from the outside. He was a Bill Walton-type passer, incredible rebounder, huge. Probably had the biggest head I've ever seen in person. Huge. It was just this big granite block of a head. And unfortunately, we didn't have League Pass back then. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't really have any way to see these guys, so you just kind of heard about the legend of Sabonis. Now you think about fast forward to 2018, Luka Doncic comes into the lottery, and we've all watched him. You go on YouTube, you can watch EuroLeague finals on NBA TV, and I have opinions on this guy. I had no opinions on Sabonis in the mid-'80s, just what people told me.
Here's Terry from down in the low post. It goes. Terry's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Back to Collison. The pass to Sabonis. Turner finds Bogdanovic. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Bogdanovic has got 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Turner. Young comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Bogdanovic. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Then for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Jabari Parker comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Levine. Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here. Enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging, Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
Terry dishes to Dunn. Back to Terry. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Extended the lead. This has been a great year for him offensively.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Joseph looking around. It's Oladipo on the wing. There's the three. And no good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Pass to Joseph. Fires the three. The shot comes out. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Really an incredible game from AI.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Pacers. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3 spot. And it's sent back by Turner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Outside Terry.
And I love the activity level of Bogdanovich on the defensive end, using that height and length there to just crowd shooters.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Outside Turner. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Drops in the breakaway layup. Dunn's got 9.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
The drive by Collison. It's deflected. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Markkanen on the mark with the 15-footer. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Outside Collison. Oladipo for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Levine wide open. Another one falls for Chicago.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by Indiana. And Turner throws it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Bucket is good. Terry's got 23 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. He has 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dunn dishes to Lopez. Levine kicks to Terry. Markkanen in the corner. Back to Terry. Outside Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot from 12. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oladipo. Then for the Bulls, Joakim Noah's checked in for Lopez. Carter comes in for Markkanen, and it's Valentine in for Levine. Turner finds Collison. Terry grabs the board. Terry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dunn, wide open, he fires off the left rim and out.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Count it, good. 9 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
Terry outside. Back to Noah. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Noah's got his first bucket of the night. Collison kicks to Turner. Stolen by Noah. Passes to Terry. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Terry. That's 12 points for Wendell Carter.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Out to Turner. Gets a very good look and converts. Turner's got 15 points.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Left side, Terry. Sabonis with the steal. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for Sabonis. Evans, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. The Bulls also changing it up. Parker's checked in for Noah. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Chris Dunn. Bobby Portis is checked in for Cook. The Bulls have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Free throw, good. Terry. Down the Pacers with possession here. And Joseph kicks to Young. To the paint. And Young slams him home.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
To the middle. Stolen by O'Quinn. And here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. McDermott, no one around him. Carries the corner three. He's got 7.
That's a smart move to pull up for a 3 on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
Terry outside. He feeds it to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Joseph. T right on him. 2 minutes. Evans outside. Back to O'Quinn. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists tonight.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Knocked loose. Stolen by O'Quinn. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tyreek Evans is a valuable catalyst on the offensive end. He's also a terrific playmaker.
Outside Terry. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Valentine's shot, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Young outside. O'Quinn with it. He's got 8, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Chicago. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Levine's checked in for Chicago, and he's good on the second. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Terry the pass to Portis. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by O'Quinn. Evans against Holiday. Tries it from 19. Evans' shot is good.
Love the speed of Tyreek Evans on that play, showing how fast he can be in transition.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Levine, here we go. Rebounded by McDermott.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Evans outside. No good.
Heart, guts, and commitment. Bobby Portis with terrific defense on that play.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you like.
Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Thaddeus Young, no good on the free throw. Chicago has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. So for Chicago right now, Noah is out there with Carter. Then it's Payne. Then it's AI. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Terry against Young. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Sabonis. The kick out to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. And there's the bucket. Still with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
Payne dishes to Terry. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Chalk up 2 there.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Oladipo with the ball, working on Payne. Oladipo misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. 6 points for Thaddeus Young.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Carter kicks to Terry. Back to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 to shoot. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Oladipo outside. Back to Turner. It's Oladipo on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. That one a little long.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
Kicks it out to Terry. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. That one falls. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Turner up top. Now the pass to Young. Back to Turner. Here's the 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Holiday. Terry outside. Carter on the wing. Back to Terry. Up again. Sabonis grabs the board. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. From 15 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Corey Joseph comes in for Bogdanovich. The Bulls also changing it up. Valentine comes in for Justin Holiday. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Payne. Oladipo finds Joseph. Back to Oladipo. Joseph against Dunn. Oladipo for 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
And it's Dunn in the corner. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
Joseph, the pass to O'Quinn. Oladipo with the ball. Picked up by Portis and stolen by Portis. Here's the break. Here's Terry and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Pacers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Stolen by Terry. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Down against Joseph. And stolen by Dunn. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Terry that time on the assist from Dunn. Terry's got 39.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Oladipo for 3. A shot missing. Terry outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles' turn. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Terry. Now here's Joseph. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
AI, good timing. Shaq and Kenny have a few questions for you back in the studio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right through here.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
My mindset? It was on where I was going to go get some food after the game because this was on lock as soon as I showed up in the building. I mean, I still haven't decided between a nice steakhouse or just getting some pizza with my crew. Making that decision, probably the hardest thing I'll do all night because the other team provided no challenge, man. No challenge whatsoever.
Well, if you're hungry, you know what I like to eat. Barbecue chicken alert!
Yeah, I know. Here you go.
Insomma, un'altra vittoria. Con questo 3-0 in casa dei Pacers siamo vicinissimi alla fine di conference, che non è una fine playoff, ma è già un ottimo risultato. Vedremo anche le altre squadre come sono messe. Penso che infatti il Toronto Boston stanno combattendo, così anche come Colorado Houston, mentre Los Angeles e i Golden State già 3-0 come noi. Insomma, che dire, penso che con questo possiamo concludere. Vi invito a lasciare mi piace, a iscrivervi al canale, a attivare la campanella per essere attivi sui video che usciranno, seguirmi sui social e al prossimo episodio. Passo e chiudo.